All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us get the show on the road here. I get started. I don't like people waiting all the time as if I'm somebody like waiting for the
All right,
president's
ladies
news
and
conference. Let me
gentlemen,
turn
let
that off
us.
there. Let me just start by saying, guys, check my pulse. I think I'm still alive today. I am so, I am so mentally just I just can't. I'm a basket case tonight, guys. How you doing now, Barbara Ray, McDave, Campgoer, Shimei? How are you? You want the good news first, or do you want the bad news? How you doing, Craig? I'm just cracked up today. All right. I mean, literally. I almost felt like I was going off the side of a 200 foot. You don't know that feeling. I've gone around a curve and hitting some gravel, right? And all of a sudden, instead of moving forward, you start to have the sense that you're kind of starting to move at an angle. And I I checked my drawers when I got home. I was okay, but just unbelievable. Hello, Glasgow, you. Hello, Jody. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I probably just lost a year off my life. Thank you. Yeah, I've had this for a couple of years. I don't like when you get a nice print like this. After you wash it about 4 or 5 times, it just loses its pop. So how you doing, Linda? Let me tell you this. Now, the good news is I got plenty of content today. I went out. The intention of mine was to boondock tonight. But for reasons that I'll explain in a little bit, I decided to just come home after a long but wonderful day on the road. One of the places that I'd always heard about. Locally here on Highway 1, I know you're getting sick of hearing that, the Pacific Coast Highway. How you doing, Patricia? Fell in love with that camper. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a little bit too. I need to get this out. According to what I see online, this is supposed to be therapeutic to, like we're in a group session here and we're sitting around in a circle. And it's like the therapist is going to say, and Rosie, how are you doing? How was your day today? I'm glad you asked, doctor. Let me just tell you what I never thought you'd ask. Is it my turn? Can I hold the floor for about 20 minutes to an hour? Rosie, whatever you want, honey, take it. We're here. We're here to make you feel better. The little town of Bolinas, Bolinas. The rap on Bolinas is they don't like outsiders. Every time the state of California tried to put up a sign directing people to turn off for Bolinas off Highway 1, the locals went down in the dark at night, took the sign down, burned it, or put it in, took turns putting it in one of their basements. The town that did not want to be found, the town that does not like outsiders. Well, I'm always intrigued by the proposition of putting my head in the lion's mouth and going down there and checking it out myself, which I did today in the town of Bolinas. And it ain't no cinematic thing. It's a nice half hour, 40 minutes of walking, talking to people, interviewing people, some of them famous. No, I didn't run into Frances McDormand, who was in Nomad Land, who lives down there, nor did I run into Joel Cohen, one of the Cohen brothers down there, but I still had a wonderful, wonderful time. And I got some good content. Did I hit some grumpy people? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some cat ladies and assorted dog ladies. Right. Like, what the hell are you doing here? Right? You lost or something? Get on the road. Get on the road. That was all well and good, guys. So I got it all. Because I noticed the last time when I did some of my videos, once in a while cinematic stuff is good, but just, I think now just mixing a little B-roll in and telling the stories and seeing the people and chatting up the people is great. What's up, Alan Gold? Better drop your nighttime meds. Okay, you're probably a little behind the curve there. So great to see you. Yeah, Liz, nice to see you too. So we got some interesting content coming from the town of Bolinas. Flip a coin. Did they like it? Did they not like it? Some people liked me. Some people were just downright mean today, but that's going to be cool. Boyd community, thanks you, Citizen Rosie, for your spot. New developments have warranted us to open prematurely. Okay. Well, you know, I always like to cooperate with the court in any possible way that I can. We're at the 5-minute mark. Just refresh your connection. Okay. Hey, Glenda, how are you? Good to see you. Went pretty good. You know, I used the ZV-1, my Sony ZV-1. I'm breaking myself in the habit of the phone. So we're going to see how that does in terms of capture today. It was beautiful. The fog was rolling in over the hills, the marine layer. I mean, it was really, really quite, really quite nice. I didn't eat there. I think I had a bag of chips or something like that. Probably, but it was just like, you know, I walked up to this one restaurant. You know, the door was open, and I walked up to the door, and the woman screams, "We're closed!" It's like, holy crap! Okay, you only had to just tell me. It's like, it's like I leaned back. I wish I had this on camera. I leaned back in the door and I said, "Excuse me, I thought you were in the hospitality business." She's like, "Go away. We're closed. I don't have time. I don't have time to." Yeah, I got areas of doom. Cobra Kai, how you doing? Today was off the chain. Today, I almost met my maker. All right. I mean, this. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Now, from Bolinas, if you could cross across the little body of water, it's about the length of a football field to get over to the end of the island in Stinson Beach. But no, you got to do like a 6-7 mile. You got to go back out from Bolinas, back down Highway 1, which was good. I mean, I love Bolinas. I got it all. The Bolinas Cemetery. I got, you know, the townsfolk. Talked to a lot of people. Got them on camera. Interviewed a pretty famous author and artist down there. I mean, it was a good time. I got into Stinson Beach, and that's a bird of a different feather, guys. It's like all private roads, gated thing at the end of the peninsula. You're not going in there, not going in there. If you'd been wearing your romper, this would have never happened. Exactly, point. So I went to eat dinner tonight. I got into Stinson Beach. I went down to the beach. I got a lot of good content. It was really cold. There were still people, young people, on the beach bouncing around. But you know, it's the water's about 50 degrees. It's just really windswept, but it's beautiful down there. Because you have, how you doing, Cheryl? Because you have the high mountain behind the town, and it's really quite picturesque and really quite beautiful. So I got a lot of, I got some good, another walk and talk. I got some good stuff. Got some, and then I decided to go eat. And that was kind of disappointing for the price. As you'll find out when I do the restaurant review, I ended up paying 24 bucks for a burger and a lemonade. It's like, really? And at that point, I just kind of lost my taste for overnighting because I'm thinking, well, I just blew my daily budget on that because there just weren't a lot of food options in town. How you doing, Coach? There weren't a lot of food options in town. So the cheapest thing on the menu was the Neiman Ranch burger. Neiman Ranch is a very well regarded beef beef ranch here in California. I mean, I bit the bullet, but I figured, okay, I already blew through my breakfast money. So I left there, I walked around a little more, and I figured I might as well just head home. There's no point boondocking, because I'm not going to spend the money for breakfast here, no matter what the hell it is. So at Tides Wharf last summer, over 24. That's what I'm saying, McDade. Forget Tides Wharf. Forget that. All right, that's further up. That's a whole nother set of problems. It's all expensive as hell. So here's where shit got really, really interesting. Okay, so let me tell you, you're gonna have good content coming tomorrow. You're gonna enjoy the hell out of Bolinas. You're gonna enjoy Stinson. I go look at the map. I figure I've got two choices to go home. I can make a left-hand turn and go north on Highway 101. Right, go back up through Olima, which was the epicenter of the great 1906 San Andreas earthquake. Go up to Point Reyes and just come north like I'm coming home from Point Reyes. Or, looking at the map, oh, it's only about 16 miles from Stinson Beach, which is the great white shark capital of the West Coast. You know, with surfers getting eaten. Oh, I can just go around and just hit 101 where it comes across the Golden Gate Bridge. Hey, nice. I don't have to screw around with that long ride up 101. Worst decision I ever made in my life. Do you guys remember going up Highway 101 when I was whining like a little schoolgirl about some of the twists and turns around Point Arena and up in Mendocino and going up to Fort Bragg and almost crying like a little school? Oh, this is so awful, guys. That was like a straight. That was like the loneliest Route 50 in Nevada straight. Okay. Compared to this thing, this was the worst decision I ever made in my life. I start climbing out of Stinson Beach and we're going up a couple 100 feet, man. We've got to get her over these high cliffs by the Golden Gate over in that area, man. And it was horrendous. It was so bad. And of course, you always have the dick that's in the Lamborghini and the Ferrari behind you that sees these things, even though there's a 15-mile-an-hour curves, and these guys always want to bust your balls and show how great they are. These rich dicks from San Francisco to come across the bridge with their girlfriends and risk life and limb. How you doing, everybody? And, you know, unfortunately, I have one of these dipshits behind me that's pushing me along on the highway. And I hit this one curve, was posted about 15 miles an hour. There ain't no guardrail. All right, as you'll see in the video, I had the camera rolling. There isn't a guardrail. And as I'm taking this curve, probably twice the recommended speed, all of a sudden I feel like the little rascal. Ain't no Grand Prix race thing, right? It's a work van, right? It's a tin can on wheels, right? It's light as a feather. It's just an engine with a tin can. And all of a sudden I get the sensation, instead of turning to the left, like I'm kind of moving. I am kind of like turning a bit, but I have the sensation I'm also moving forward. And thank God there was like this dip on the side. Instead of a shoulder, there was this like gutter. And I started sliding and went down in the gutter, and it just kind of stopped me cold. And I'm sweating bullets, and I get out of the, you know, I wish I had recorded this damn section. I get out of the van and I look down, and it's like, Jesus, 200. It's 200 feet. Down, man, and all I see is rocks and big ass cliffs and boulders. It is unbelievable. I was shattered. And you know the worst part about it, I still had about 14 miles more to go on that road, and it did not get better at all until I rolled into Mill Valley, which is just off of the 101. And little rascal was meant to go fast and was she be shaped like a brick. You know, this is the downside. And I thought to myself, suppose, hey Brenda, suppose Chris, Rich Life of Road Trips, had been caravanning with me, trying to maneuver a 37-foot RV around. I mean, it just would have been. I mean, I came as close to I never had a panic attack in my life. You guys know I'm chill. In high school basketball, they called me Ice because I could go up to the free throw line in overtime, down by 2 points, two shots on the free throw line. The people behind the basket are giving the finger and waving the big foam finger. Ooh, buff you. Just sink those shots, no problem at all. But I think I came as close as I ever want to come to a panic attack because I thought to myself, I can't do another 14 miles of this. You know, the steering wheel is dripping wet. There's no guardrails up here at all. And I'm also wondering, where in the hell is everybody? Well, anybody with more of a brain size than the size of a pea went up Highway 101 and then went up Highway 1 and then cut over where it's safer to 101. They're not going around Monte Carlo. I kept like, where in the hell is everybody? Why am I alone on this road? Because I'm the only person stupid enough to be on it. Yeah, we're gonna show Alan Gold the gate here tonight. Gold, you're getting too much airtime here tonight. Let's see, we'll put you in a timeout tonight. You just ruined the vibe. One of my modders, we'll put him in a timeout. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? We'll put Alan Gold in there. We'll let him cool his heels for a little. The guy's a buzzkill, right? Is Robert Bobby guys? I don't know what that means. I don't know. Liz Bobby. No, Alan Gold. I was really not kidding. It's incredibly exposed. I'm telling you. You know, McDave, you've been up on that road. Last section of video I did for Stinson Beach, I'm already up 200 feet looking down at the town, down with the ocean and the mountain, and we're just still climbing. And I'm just thinking to myself, I can't do 16 miles of this road. It was just torture. You know, at least when I was at the PCH North, the Pacific Coast Highway, when I was blubbering like a little baby around Point Arena, those really bad U-type, they were little few and far between, but down here it was just awful. Don't get my question. Liz, I didn't get your question, honey. Good evening, Candy. How are you? Let me back up a little bit. Hey, Donnie. Yeah, I don't get your question. I don't get the question. So I've known Bobby for a lot of years. It's just guy's just a buzzkill. You know, you can't even relay a story without him calling you names. And anybody that's been around Highway 1, you got to go over the Golden Gate Bridge, so you got to merge with 101, right? So they're going to bring you around the southern tip of Marin County, and you're up high. I mean, scary high up there, and no guardrails. I'm telling you, Donnie. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. Listen to Bobby, a new RV. What the hell? She was just asking if Robert was Bobby. No, Bobby's a separate person there, Liz. I had to keep my focus when I was just thinking this was so traumatic for me today. So I have a lot of that committed to video, but I got to keep my eye on the road. I can't press record and be turning, and I got a lot of it recording. I love your nighttime streams before bed. It's 11. Okay, Kelly. Well, I just came on. Those roads are wild, but the view is breathtaking. I admit. There's not a lot of big turnouts though. Okay, and I'm going to be honest. The only things you really see on those roads: Corvettes, Ferraris, Porsches up there. People that are committed to just have a wild road ride experience up there. You don't see any RVs up there. You don't see any camper vans. You don't see anything up in there. Got it. I'm telling with the Suburban, you're scaring the shit out of me. And I got to go to the Grand Canyon. I don't know, Donnie. I don't think you're going to descend down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. But I tell you what, this is fearsome. This is fierce. There's no way I could ever have anybody with an RV in good conscience tell somebody to take that road. It'd be much better to go north on 101 until Point Reyes, and then gradually make your way over to Petaluma and then over to Highway 101. Hey, how you doing, Claire? Drinks a light coffee. I like the Oasis RV of those. The Oasis RV. I'm gonna say it's a home on wheels. Hey, Adam, how you doing? Yeah, I was having fun today. So, but I got Stinson Beach is. There's a lot of private gated communities there. It's very difficult to go back and explore and get up to the ocean. Yeah, they have a public beach area and access and all that. So there's no runoff road. No, there's nothing. No, there's no relief. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, camp goer. I thought to myself, if I stop driving, if I pull over, I might not get going again. I might look out over the side and just, I don't know. I'm not really afraid of heights, but I get vertigo. I get the sensation, if you're coming over the hill and all of a sudden you have this really epic view and you notice that you're 500 feet above sea level, and it's just, it's disconcerting, right? How you doing, Flips? Hey, Jan, how you doing? Unbelievable. Probably took his ball and left. No, Alan Gold never. Alan Gold is stuck to me like glue. Live fearless, fearless masters. Yeah, I just thought I can't let these roads beat me. But then again, I'm tired of the Pacific Coast Highway. I'm tired of the Southern was pretty good. Down the Southern Route, a lot of beautiful overlooks, but nice wide areas to turn off and take a view. But this stuff is just, yeah. Thank you. Thumbs up, appreciated, guys. If you're enjoying the chat. So, how did you get out of the ditch near the cliff? It's not really a ditch. It was like a gully. It was like the asphalt went to the edge, and then there was like a dip. And then it came up like they had created like a dip zone in case you kind of lost your grip. You'd be able to go. Your right wheel would go into like a gully that was like 8 inches deep and maybe a foot wide there. So there's just literally no room to put a guardrail on it. And that was what I found was very disconcerting. Sweat and bullets. I only drives down 17. It's like driving down a funnel. Yeah, this is, yeah, sorry, Liz. I just didn't get your question. I was just trying to keep my head focused on try Highway 4 going to Abbott's Pass. Well, Cobra John, I'll put this ride tonight on the Highway 1 against anything that you can throw up there. I'm telling you. This was as bad as this is as bad as a road gets. I mean, look at the thing on the map. Just Just look at Stinson Beach on the map. Just put it in Stinson, and then look at the route from Stinson Beach to Mill Valley. I mean, it's gonna when you're doing your route in Stinson Beach, you only see a heavy blue line that takes you over. You don't micro view it to see all the twists and turns and things. Yeah, thank goodness that was there. That was it. I would love to compare the two, Cobra John, because no matter what your length was on that, this was over 16 miles on this road. 16. Unrelenting. Unrelenting. And, don't forget, I've been up to Fort Bragg on that terrible section of Highway 1. That was like a straight two-lane highway compared to this. No, I'm not a good driver, Bobby. I'm a bad driver. That's right, and especially when it starts to get dusk and dark out. Yeah, I need a chauffeur. I wouldn't even have. I don't know. I wouldn't even have felt with Bobby driving me. We're talking about the road, Teresa, from Stimson Beach at the south end of Marin County, just north of the Golden Gate Bridge, where the Golden Gate Bridge, south side of Golden Gate Bridge is San Francisco. The north side is Marin County. And you have the beautiful communities of Belvedere, where Robin Williams lived, and around the west side, you have the town Stinson Beach, which is a surfer's beach with lots of great white sharks. And you have Bolinas, and then you have Point Reyes. It's a beautiful area. But I decided to try to take the short way across between Stinson Beach and Mill Valley on 101, and that was an enormous mistake. Okay, Adam. Yeah, the ditch of doom. Uh, yeah, I don't want to overstate the slide, but I could kind of tell I was losing my traction a little bit, and maybe they build that kind of depression in there just to kind of catch your wheel because there's not enough room. I mean, guys, you got to understand. Hey, Amelia, thank you. What highway is Goldie Hawn on the movie Foul Play? I don't know. But I was at the town where the Academy Award winner for 2021, Frances McDormand lives. Also, Joel Cohen of the Cohen brothers today. How you doing, Tammy? Yeah, the video will be coming tomorrow. I'm going to do 3 videos will be coming up. The first one going to be Bolinas, the town that doesn't want you to come visit. Stinson Beach, and then I'm going to do on the Murphy channel, I'm going to put up Highway Hell up there. You guys can be the judge when you see this thing. All right, you be the judge when you see the video I have with the twists, and you be the judge. Yeah, if you ride with Rosie, have life insurance. That's right. He's not exaggerating. That road is not. It's not fun to drive, McDave. It's horrible. And you're on a really horrible road when nobody else is on the road, except the fine-tuned suspension. Fine-tuned suspensions, fine-tuned suspension sports cars and all that. I'd be wearing Depends. I'm not going to be driving that again. I would drive the highway up to Point Arena and Fort Bragg, but I'm not driving that. I will never again in my life drive that. And the weirdest thing is there were people on bicycles coming the other direct. The only people I saw were bicyclists, and they're flying around these. I'm thinking these people got a death wish. Baker Beach, Rosie, Baker Beach. I think I've been to Baker Beach. I have a 2015 Prius and has a B drive. It downshifts on. Best car for mountain driving. That's cool. I didn't like, I don't know, I have no interest in Nomad Land. And were you on the Panoramic Road? Yes, I guess that's what it's called, the Panoramic Road. When's Vegas again? Pretty soon. How can you be a bad driver when you enjoy it so much? Hey, Basic Bob, the only good thing, Amelia, is I get to unload on you guys. It's therapy for me to tell you how mind blowing it was. Now I can sleep tonight without having nightmares and all that. No, your computers. No, it's Highway 1, I believe. The panoramic highway. No, Highway 101. Highway 101. Yeah, you're going to see, put that on the Murphy channel. Um, it's, it ain't no BS, guys. Just the parts that I did record randomly. Wow. Vegas in December. Yeah, I'm a good straight highway driver, but I've totaled four cars. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I've never totaled a vehicle, but I don't think Bobby would have liked driving that road. And Bobby's a professional driver. I don't know if that's the road. I've never tried. I'm telling you, Cobra John, look at it on the map. Put it in Google Maps and look at that route from Stinson Beach to Mill Valley and just look at that all along. Then put it on the topographical view with the relief map of the heights. Take the long way home. Take the long way home. Try driving. Your blind sister tell you she thinks you missed the turnoff, right? Anyway, like I said, the good news and the bad news is that that's a terrible road. All right, and I'm done with crappy roads. I've been up to Leadville, up in Colorado, almost 12,000 feet, and I've never had an experience like these. I'm not doing it again. You know, I'll go north again to hit Point Arena and explore that weird little town, and it'll be okay. But I'm not going on that. That's a once in a lifetime. Hey, Darlene, I'm having such a terrible day, and put a smile on my face. Yes, because Darlene, I'm going to tell you what, honey. No matter how bad your day is, and no matter what happened, you'll never in your life do the stupid shit that I do. Okay, that's the upside of it. Ain't no person in their right mind would have taken that shortcut. Sorry you had a bad day. Your dad used to drive that road with a suicide. Now, I don't know, Catherine. I don't know why he would be on that road. I don't know. But yeah, Supertramp is one of my favorite groups. But a good content, good stuff coming. Hey, Johnny West, long time. How you doing? Mountains in West Virginia. I've been through West Virginia mountains, all through Harper's Ferry and all through the, uh, but it just astounds me that for so many sections of this road that there's no guardrail. I mean, you're literally 1 foot between you and certain death. We live right around the hill. Well, I'll tell you what. You want me to drive? You want me to take the wheel a while, Bobby? That's all right, Rosie. Just sit back. I've had it, man. I'm putting too many miles down. Um, but I didn't feel like hanging around Stinson Beach. because I didn't, I already blew the budget for breakfast tomorrow, and there wasn't any point hanging around. I figured I'd just come home and I'll do some editing tonight in Weir Park. Yeah, white knuckle driving. I finished that Amelia, and I pulled into a gas station in Mill Valley, and literally, my hands were just the sweat on that steering wheel was unbelievable. By the time my father got to Wisconsin, I needed a Xanax. I needed Gravol on the Gavol on the Gravol. Yeah. Hey, Johnny from Mass. Thank you. Thank you. But like I said, the good news is there's really nice content coming over, and half the people I talked to said, "Don't waste your time in Bolinas. They're not going to like you." The other half said, "Nah, it was old times. Everybody's nice down there. We'll let you guys decide." But it was interesting. It really is a beautiful town with the views, and it was really something. Reminds me, US 50, the $1 million highway. There was a place outside of Dripping Rock, no guardrail, straight down. Then all of a sudden, someone painted "Jesus saves," and you hope he does when you hit that curve. That's it. That's it. So I think we're going to have a challenge that I'm going to have you guys submit your crazy ass road that you've driven on before. And I think I'm probably going to set up something and award an Amazon gift card for the one that I picked that comes closest but will not exceed. I'll look at it on a Google map and check it out. You're in Worcester. Too funny. Be careful with Xanax. With the bad parties, and maybe you've had this experience, you ever commit to something? Like, okay, I'm leaving Stinson Beach. Now I'm climbing really high. And from Stinson Beach, you can see the cars going up the Pacific Coast Highway hundreds of feet, hugging the cliffs. And you're thinking, that's probably all right. Then you get up there, and it starts to get wild. And you just have that regret, like, oh God, I made the worst decision of my life. But you're just committed. And you steal a glance at your GPS, and it tells you 16.8 miles to Highway 101. I am cheap, Bobby. I don't like pulling her fingers out of the dash. I don't like paying. It really throws me off my game in Stinson Beach when I'm a hamburger. Well, you'll find out in my review. It really starting to piss me off about some of these towns, these hoity-toity, eco-tourist friendly towns and stuff. But a hamburger and a lemonade for $24. Really? I have to drop back and punt on that. I said I'm just on the wrong road. I could boondock here tonight, and then I'm going to be facing breakfast tomorrow, and the same friggin' deal. I said, nah, I'm just going home. I got what I needed. Steady drive on going to the sun. Anyway, I am alive. I'm alive. I didn't need to smoke. I didn't grab for the cigarettes. Just burled it right on through. You live in California, lady. That's how it is. At least I got spoiled, Cheryl. Nah, I didn't do. For the first 21 years that I lived here, I rarely, it was like work, responsibilities, work. I rarely got out on the road. I'd go to Vegas. Just shoot down 101 and then over to I-5, 5 to 58, and then up to 15 and into Vegas. I never did any of this crazy ass, right? I'd been up with Missy Jen to Fort Ross before, and as I recall, she didn't even talk to me for a day or two. I think that's when she decided that her road trips with me were were coming to an end. Now Bobby's the only one I can talk into, into driving. GPS Highway 1, that's it. I'm like driving through Atlanta with their freaking 18 with people going over 90. Put an entire pack of gum in the pie hole. That's it. That's what you need to do. What's up, Cupcake? I'm in vigilante mode. Oh my God. Everybody keep your drawers on. Make sure you have your cup on, guys. Cyanide Cupcake is in vigilante mode. You might get your sack blown off. Cupcake, yes. I kept thinking you would bring Missy Jen out to the Midwest. She's already in the, she spent her time in the Midwest. She's moving on to Germany now. So, yeah, so she did good. Oh, well, thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, honey. I got good content coming tomorrow. It's going to be mostly walking around, showing you guys town, talking and all that. It's going to be, I've got no cinematic features coming up, so I know princesses like Rosie, you're insane. You are literally insane. Hmm. She's got another family member that has serious medical issues that she wants to be there, and I don't blame her. So I fully supported. Missy Jen and I still communicate every single day without fail. You got my husband and I drove that as old as four. I wish I had four-wheel drive. Wish I had that. I'd like to see Bobby on that little road. I'd like to see Bobby tooling down that road. Be like, where's the depends? Oh, man. Oh, God, yeah. It's crazy. So anyway, I'm pretty much done now with the Pacific Coast Highway. Will I go back up north? Yeah, I'll go to Point Arena and check that out. I'll eventually get up to Eureka and check that out. I'm pretty much done with that road. So the next thing will be I got this goofy jury duty, and then it'll be off to Vegas. Yeah, you know how to drive, Bobby. Well, I'd like to see you on this thing. Watch your balls shrivel. Yeah, we call those roads butt huggers, right? Yeah, Bobby's professional, right? Bobby's pro. But my vehicle. Uh, hey, how you doing, Michael? My vehicle's not designed for that kind of. It's not a performance vehicle. It's just a basic, simple, stripped down van, right? That's all it is. It's not. The suspension's not built for alpine driving, and I used to surf all along the coast. Jesus, Bobby, you can never get one up on Bobby. Everything you did, Bobby was out there with the great white sharks. Right? Man, what's up, Jonathan? How you doing tonight? Yep, thumbs up appreciated, guys. Thumbs up for life. I got to Mill Valley at that gas station, and I had to run into that bathroom. That sign said out of order, and I'm like, the guy, look, man, it's either I do it in there or just whip it out on the gas island. It's your pick. He's like, oh, it's not out of order. Here's the key. We just don't like bums. And man, I'm doing good, Jonathan. Thank you. I'm doing good. So, met a very interesting guy in Bolinas, a very well noted artist and author. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to make sure Francis sees your YouTube channel." I'm like, "Well, it's Francis McDormand, who was in Nomad Land in Fargo." And I'm like, "Well, maybe she'll like it." I ain't kissing any town's ass, right? Uh, no, I'm no GPS. I'm no. Yeah, maybe Bobby has some missing parts. You look very pretty. Oh, well, thank you, Sinat. I think I got the crap scared out of me. So that probably makes me look more attractive. And Stinson Beach had a nice little beach down there, though. There were quite a few people on the beach today, but the wind is just cold, cold, cold. But I would have stayed overnight and hit the beach tomorrow, but I didn't want to spend any more money on this. I know I'm cheap, guys. I'm sorry. I'm cheap. Wind blown and cheap. But I will tell you one thing that irritates me, and that is what I call eco dining. When you go to a restaurant and they take eco dining to extremes. Now, what do I mean by eco dining? And you'll hear this in review. When they give you the paper biodegradable straws for your drink. When they serve your drink in some blown out mason jar. When the paper plates are, have wood chips in them from being recycled trees. It's just so damn irritating. So irritating. I just got fed up tonight. Couldn't get a soda. Yeah, the only thing was a lemonade, 20 ounce. So give the kids a nice sugary lemonade. It's 20 ounce. Don't give them an opportunity to have a diet soda. So yeah, practical and pragmatic. That's right. You carry wrapped plastic straws. That's nice, Cheryl. Because one suck out of the straw, and the whole program was cocked over with that. Uh, and the hostess was worried about how the sun and wearing a mask was creating a line. She kept asking people that she co-workers, "Do I have a line where my mask covered? I got sun up here and oh, Jesus." How you doing, Brian? Have you been up to Trinidad? Patrick Point is beautiful. No, I need to go up there, Darlene. I'm looking forward to that. Eureka is supposed to have the most beautiful Victorian home in America. It's now it's been for years, it's been some kind of exclusive club for the town of Eureka, like a country club or something like that. So I'm looking forward to the paper straw. Just do all that biodegrade. Your plate is half melt. I mean, you couldn't get mustard, right? I had this mustard aioli, a-hole sauce or whatever the hell it's called. And I just kept thinking to myself, I'm not designed for a $24 hamburger dinner. Because what's running through my head is In-N-Out burgers, $2.85 each. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting better with age. Oh, insane, 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 insane. Carter, thank you, Catherine. Carter Mansion, private. I don't know. I thought women are allowed now too there. I thought. Anyway, it's a spectacular. It's a spectacular um, Victorian up there in Eureka. There's so much of I haven't seen on the coast, but I'm worn out from the road. I need just straight highway driving. Too many miles on the twisty roads. I couldn't imagine being a UPS or a FedEx driver. I just one day I'd be up there, and I would just say, "Today I'm taking the glory run." I would get one of my best friends down there, rappel down the cliff, set up some cameras just to capture my last moments and just get at the front end of one of those curves. And instead of gingerly going down 15 miles an hour, just ram that speed and send that FedEx truck just airborne, like a good 80 feet out away from the cliff, and just watch that baby just do a header. And it's so far down there, all you hear is a little till you hit the fireball. Yeah, 101 North is beautiful. Patricia said, Rosie, if the little rascal went over and you managed to be, would it have exploded? Absolutely. Yeah. Patricia, if you go off this, you're not coming back. It's a one. There's no way. There's no way, because on the easiest curve, the minimum drop that I saw was about 80 to 100 feet. The maximum was about 400 to 500 feet. You're not coming back from that. You ain't coming back from that. What do you think, Nick? Right? Could you imagine that? And you have your friend post your last video on YouTube, and all your subscribers definitely go viral on YouTube, and everybody would just be, damn, what a way to go. Talk about gone postal. And the beautiful thing is you didn't pick up a rifle and kill your coworkers. You just drove that baby, just gunned it right over the cliff. And just that final cinematic slow motion gone down. What a thing of beauty. Get that overhead shot of that baby going. Get multiple cameras set up for good. You think you feel naughty today? I feel naughty. I think it's because I've been madder than an angry badger tonight. Okay, I could tell you were a little disconcerted. County came and picked up raccoon for it. Poor Skunk had a raccoon attempt to hump him in his attic, and now they got to test the raccoon for rabies. Oh my God, Skunk. Does it get worse? I rounded my ankle bad today, really bad. I was about 8 miles into the trip, and I thought I was going to have to come home. I was stepping out of the van. I pulled over to the side of the road. I was getting some of the beautiful view of just the beautiful rangeland and the hills, and just stepped off this area, and oh man. But yeah, that's right. Trisha's like, then YouTube comes along and removes it from terms of service. That's right. Or puts adult content not suitable for all audiences. That's right. How you doing, Charles? Good to see you tonight. So I'm excited. I'm not going to have any travel like that again. I am going to have to batten down the hatches now and get ready for jury duty. We'll still have some fun and post. I'll be able to laugh and cackle with you guys and talk about what the hell happened if I get called in. But otherwise, I'm looking forward to getting down to Vegas. And it's going to be nice just to hit. I'm cut out for great long distances on highways. I can go for 600, 1,200 miles in a day, no problem at all. I can do that all day long. Hey, Robert, how you doing? And just chill out and see my friends. Give Mr. Z a hug. Make sure he's doing okay down there. So, but I think tomorrow, I think overnight tonight, I'll work on the Bolinas, checking out the town of Bolinas, the town that hates to see you come, and try to put that up for tomorrow morning. And I think you guys will enjoy it. Make sure you check that out. I think that you'll get a blast out of it. A lot of people have requested. Um, what was the thing that, like Pismo, the walking around Pismo with a little bit of B-roll in? They like that format of talking and talking more and interacting more with people, and you're going to get a ton of that on Bolinas. I asked some people straight out why they don't like people coming to their town. A couple cat ladies I talked to and some other people down there. What date is your civil responsibility? It begins on Monday. Monday. I've never been so much loved so much by 80 years old. That's right in your wheelhouse, Alan Gold. You're 77 years old, so what are you complaining about? I'm watching a new court case, jury sequestered. Yeah, Vegas, I'm looking forward to that. I'll be 44 on June 28th. Okay, all right. Thank you, Psyche. You loved your video this morning about the new RV. Isn't that a cool RV? I'm going to get that RV because I'm a believer in the ProMaster. I like the Fiat engine. My little rascal just keeps rolling through the most demanding terrain, through the most horrendous roads. It just keeps tooling along. It's not built for that at all. It's built to just drive around town and bring your plumber to your house, whatever. That van has done every single thing that I've asked that to do flawlessly. And I'm really very happy about that. I love that van that I showed this morning. I love that RV. I think I could pull that off with some financing and stuff, and I think that's perfect. Rosy size, beautifully well built, no leaks, no screws, all special adhesives engineered. Nothing's gonna fall apart or rattle. I love that. I love that. The Brownie was cute. Yeah, well, it might be the Oasis. I'm not sure. That RV was great. I'd be happy with the Brownie. I like the way that top bed just came down. That was so nice. Memory foam mattress, and I'm just like, I could do this thing. Easy pull. How about the crapper? You just remove the whole. You remove the whole cassette and just dump it. 18-liter storage and no pipes, no. I mean, the engineering on that is just like a dream. The potty's a little. Would you ever buy an older bus like a Prevost? No, I won't, because it's. Here's a horrible thought. What if I was on that road today, that Highway 1, with a Prevost tour bus? What kind of RV? Check out this morning's video. It's a the name kind of escapes me. It begins with a W. Just escapes. I got the links to it, the English. I just like the way that they did it. Right. I just like the size of it. I get the only. I think I'm going to do that, Amelia. I think I'm going to get that RV. I'm going to try to get a deposit together and get that. Just once in my life to have something that's new. Oh man, Wingham! Thank you, Catherine. The Wingham. It's going to be selling in the fall, and I'm in love with that design. I'm just in love with that design. The only thing that was lacking in that was AC. Right? Didn't seem to be any provisioning for air conditioning. But I'm sure that's an aftermarket option that they'll be offering in the U.S. Wingham. We can't have you in an accident. You had me worried. All them big frolicking rats last night. We've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun. Um, like I said, I've been having more fun in 2021 on YouTube. Even risking life and limb, I've been having more fun. Just out bringing content and out doing more streams, more live streams, and interacting with rats and wildlife and meth house, crack houses. I've been loving it, loving it. I'm gonna spend money, Bobby. I am. Those little tables are murder on big-chested women. But Doris, did you see the way that you can move that tabletop around and change the position? It was just so well engineered. I just loved it. And you got a wet bath. You can take a shower in there. I love that. Yeah, I'm sure you can get parts. I'm sure you can get parts for that, Dave. I'm sure. So, yeah, Psyche, I'm glad to have you along. Thank you. Enjoyed the ride. Never dull moments. It's good. Lots of good contents coming up the next couple days. I promised you guys I was going to get down there to Bolinas and Stinson Beach. I'm really glad I went to Bolinas. You know, I confronted a few people. A couple people had a bad attitude with me. I'll be honest with you. One woman, I was going out to the end of the road where you can see the Pacific Ocean and you can see Bolinas Bay there. And I pulled into a parking spot and she's like, that was my spot. And I'm like, looking around. She's like, what are you looking at? I said, I'm looking to see if your name is on his spot. Oh, wow. Oh, comedian. Okay. Yeah, well, I was going to park here. It's like, really? Well, possession being 9 points of the law, I'm in the spot, right? I was going to win, and I told her I was going to win the lottery. And she really got pissed. I was going to win the lottery. Right, that didn't quite happen. Hey, Doug Baker, how you doing? Not much going on. NorCal dealer we have one in SoCal. It's going to be down there, which will be fine. Yeah, I told her I was going to win the lottery. I did scratchers the other night. I thought I was going to have 10 million bucks in my hand. It didn't happen. It had my name on it. It didn't. It didn't happen. But I said, I'll tell you what, because you're such a VI, I'm going to pull out, I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to let you have this spot. She's like, yeah, I didn't want it anyway. Like something out of the Wizard of Oz when they're walking through the forest and the apple tree and the scarecrow says, yeah, I didn't want those rotten apples. Who claims the parking spot? She's mumbling something. I've lived here, you know, and you people come, where are you from? Santa Rosa? You know, like, you tell people you're from Santa Rosa, you might as well be telling them you're from the Compton in LA or something. That just makes people's hair stand on end on in the beautiful coastal communities. Everybody locks their doors. Ching. How you doing, Jennifer? How you doing? Good to see you, honey. Yeah, many people feel so entitled, but it was interesting, and I got a lot of good, got a little good content. I got an autographed book from an author today, so good stuff. I'm looking forward to bringing that to you guys. Speaking of scratching, boyfriend just won 150 on their way to Ohio. Wow, the cashier was mad. He kept winning. My cat's so up close to Rosie on the screen. He's typing, hey, Nocturnal. Yeah, I remember as a kid in state, Dad would drop a kid off in a spot and drive around to see if he could find a better camp spot. Yeah. But good times. Nobody was injured in the making of these features. I'm excited about that RV too. Yeah, if you don't want people to come to your town, then stop telling people how great your town is. I've had a lot of people tell me, Doug, the history. This got so bad in this town, Bolinas, that every time the state would try to put up a sign, Bolinas 2 miles ahead, or turn off for Bolinas off of Highway 1, you turn off, they would rip the sign down. Right? And this happened for years, and they would put it up and rip it down. Till finally the state said, look, we don't have towns in California that just willy-nilly just people go out and decide on their own to rip down road signs. If you put it on a referendum in your town and put it to a vote, if the majority rules and the town votes that we don't want any more signage leading people to Bolinas, we won't post any more signs. And the town voted, and they voted overwhelmingly, post no more signs. And the state stopped putting up signs. I ran into a guy in town today. I walked up to his little store. They have those Dutch doors where the top opens and the bottom's still closed. The 2-section doors. How you doing? Start chatting the guy up. He's like, well, do you need anything? I said, no, I just wanted to look around a little bit. And he's like, look, my store's not for just looking around. If you need something, then we'll talk about it. Otherwise, and the guy looked like Jerry Garcia's uncle, dude. I thought he was going to be a nice guy. You'll hear him on video, right? Had a resort and she was always a grouch. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, the Dutch doors. Yeah, Mr. Red doors. Well, it was very up and down today. Like I go to a restaurant, it's, what was it called? Bolinas Cafe or something. And the door was open, so I walk in and the woman just screams, "We're closed." Can't you read? Ooh. The hills have eyes. I don't know what it is, Doug. I've read a really nice, accomplished artist and author, and he was wonderful. And we hung out. He was checking out my YouTube, handsome guy, checking out my YouTube videos. He was all about interviewing. He was happy. You can see he talks about his website, and it ran hot and cold. This is one thing in town. I roll in and there's these sticks, 40 feet tall, like they're marking out a property with these tall sticks and flags hanging on it. And I'm like, what the hell is that? I asked some woman, what the hell are they doing? These weird flags on sticks. And she's like, well, that's where the outline of the low income housing is coming. Like what? Yeah, that's the basic outline of what the what the places, the low income housing structure is going to be. Like, all right. Sound like you went to Twins. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. It's good. You guys be the judge about the town. Yeah, we're only 14 away from 100 thumbs up tonight. You guys can be the judge. Did I meet some wonderful people? Yeah. Some of the street people. I don't know if they're street people, but they were very nice down there. Yeah, they were good. So, got to babysit grandkids. Yeah, Dave. You have yourself a good night. Great to see you. But really kind of cool. Nice wild little cemetery there and old church. So it was a good time, guys. So you got that to look forward to tomorrow. So I am going to, it's been over an hour now. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and close it out and get cranking here tonight. I just wanted to tell you guys, in case the word gets out that, because Carlos Martinez will be putting out there that I died. Did you hear I went off Highway 1? I didn't go off Highway 1. Okay. I'm alive and well. All right, good stuff going. Oh, I don't much care, Doug Baker. The thumbs down will always be the disaffected, the unhappy, the people that have zero going on in their lives. And you got to vent somewhere, and that's okay. So let's see if we can get up to 100 thumbs. And Doug Baker, we don't usually ever focus on thumbs down because on January 3rd of 2013, when I signed up on YouTube, YouTube gave you a choice. Do you want your ratings to show thumbs up and thumbs down? And on that day, I set it to show, and I've never changed it since. And there's been some hangouts one time I did where I had 600 thumbs down because of raids that came in. And it did not move my needle one little bit because you know what? They get tired of coming in and they move on to other chats and other channels. And I just keep rolling along, continuing to bring the content and growing the channel. And that's all I care about. Thank you so much to my wonderful moderators out there, to Jody. Thank you. Loved you guys being here this evening. Have a wonderful day. And I am going to get cracking. Thank you, everybody.